This free Route 33 Wrestling live match is brought to you by Grove's Auto Service and Twister's Garage.
Cazador made his grand debut at Route 33 Wrestling, and last month it was El Cazador's first time seeing the Route 33 audience, the fans, the fanatics, if you will, the psychotic sycophants, the disgusting derelicts, the pathetic plebeians. And what happened at El Cazador's grand debut? All of you booed El Cazador. All of you laughed at El Cazador. Well, on May 7th, at the Spencer Armory, we shall see who laughs last. For El Cazador has been called upon to participate in a fatal four-way match against Tortuge Fuerte, Party Ghoul, and the Purple Parrot, Colin Sheen. Tortuge Fuerte is stronger than a British Mastiff. Purple Parrot is faster than a spring grouse. And Party Ghoul is scary and well, creepy. But El Cazador has a secret for all of you. Tortuge Fuerte stands at 5'8" The Purple Parrot stands at 6'0", and Party Ghoul stands at 5'4". Well, El Cazador uses, of course, the metric system and stands at 1.81888 meters, which means I am taller than all of them. I have the high ground, which means I will win. Route 33 Wrestling. Purple Parrot, Tortuge Fuerte, Party Ghoul. Step off, step back, or you shall be stepped upon. Gerald, it will not turn off. You said if I push the button, it will turn off.
All right, thank you very much. Hey, nice to see you. Thank you, Olmec, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you, Party Ghoul. Thank you. Thank you for April 9th. Thank you for reminding the Purple Parrot, Colin Sheen, exactly who he is. Thank you for pointing out to me how incredibly naive I was for honestly thinking that we could have a good, clean tag team wrestling match. And I gotta tell you, Party Ghoul, after every low blow, after every attempt to bite one of my limbs off, you sent the Purple Parrot to a place that he hasn't been in a long time. You sent him to the deep, dark depths of the pit of despair. And as I was lying amongst all those little green ball pit balls, I started thinking to myself, this is far from the worst thing that's happened to me. I've lost on a children's game show. Party Ghoul, let me guarantee you something. There is nothing you can do to me that isn't worse than something that's already happened to me. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take my yellow helmet, I'm gonna take my yellow pants, I'm gonna take my pendant of life, and I'm gonna come to Route 33 Wrestling, Spencer, West Virginia, on May 7th, and I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you, Party Ghoul. And this time, you're not gonna be the one biting people's limbs off. Instead, you're gonna be the one who's miserable. You're gonna be the one questioning your existence. You're gonna be the one that's laying among all those green bull pit bulls. And as for you, El Cazador, I'm not gonna say you're not talented in the ring, but man, you are so annoying. You could have really stood to have put together a silver monkey statue at some point in your life. And I'm gonna make sure it happens. We're gonna get down and dirty, and I'm gonna shut you up once and for all. Tortuge Fuerte, all I can say to you is that I hope after May 7th, you and I can get along, exist harmoniously in the animal kingdom of Route 33 Wrestling together. And now let me say something to all three of you. I'm gonna drag all three of you with me down into the moat. And only one of us is gonna climb out and ring the temple gong, go on to the steps of knowledge, and go on to fight for greater treasures. And guess what? Guess what? It's gonna be May.
This Saturday, May 7th, Route 33 Wrestling, Spencer, West Virginia. Party Ghoul returns for a four-way match, or as I like to call it, a three-course meal. Let's take a look at the menu, shall we? For our appetizer, we have Tortuge Fuerte, or as I like to call him, turtle soup. That shell is a tough nut to crack. Good thing I like a challenge. And our main course, because he bragged about being the biggest guy in the match, El Cazador, aka Fancy Feast. He is such a snob. And for dessert, the most scrumptious meal of all, Purple Parrot, aka the Purple Chicken. If you'll remember, Slash Gallagher and I delivered a pretty humiliating defeat to the Purple Parrot and Common MK on April 9th. But if you'll also remember, Purple Parrot landed a pretty gnarly flatline on me. And I haven't forgotten that. I got a little taste, and I can't wait for leftovers.
Well, it's easy to fall into hyperbole, but ladies and gentlemen, this really is history in the making. This is the first ever four-way matchup at Route 33 Wrestling. And what a lineup we have. Stomping his way around the ring, menacingly, slowly indeed. Tortuge Fuerte. An interesting chap, and there, perhaps with a broken forearm, is El Cazador. There goes the Purple Parrot, Colin Sheehan. And last, certainly not least, you know her by that scream, it's Party Ghoul. And if a back scratch doesn't work, a kick to the gut certainly does. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a match where chaos is going to reign. Tortuge Fuerte took his time getting to the ring. That's because he arrived on foot. Whereas most of these guys arrive by plane, train and automobile, Tortuge is old school in the most literal way. And you'll forgive me if I have trouble catching up on the action. El Cazador going from a potential broken arm to a potential broken foot, spinning power slam by Tortuge Fuerte. And he really is in control of this match. His opponents are shell-shocked. Colin Sheehan eats that heavy back to the ribs. And the crowd here in Spencer, West Virginia, Route 33 Wrestling, love Tortuge Fuerte. And so do I. And there's a bit of a moonwalk. Oh, and hang on, here we go. Always the peril in these multi-person matches. You can form temporary alliances, you can even form unholy alliances. But suddenly when someone wants the pin, when someone wants to get that win, things start to get a little strange, and that's what we're seeing here. Tortuge with a lying down, a horizontal hurricane rana, if you will. And out goes Party Ghoul. Colin Sheehan, brightly coloured as he is, eats a hip toss right onto Fuerte. Cazador, the one in control, but for how long? And Party Ghoul and Colin Sheehan were involved in each other's business last time we were here at Route 33. So maybe some resentment, some bad blood still hanging around there. And Fuerte certainly is playing a long game, if you will. Outsmarting El Cazador on every turn, and he's not even standing. Now here's Party Ghoul. There's someone you do not want to get on the bad side of. Two headlocks applied at once, and a third. Not sure who's really getting the worst of this. I'd say El Cazador just about has the advantage by virtue of not being in a headlock. Oh, and look at that. That's a triple stunner. And Fuerte is having trouble standing up. Here comes Party Ghoul. Hits one rope. Hits the second rope. Oh, and look at that. Body first, right into Fuerte. Oh, and a running, jumping flatliner by Colin Sheehan. And a triple splash by Party Ghoul. This could be the end. That certainly would have been something. Party Ghoul claiming the victory over all three opponents at once. Party Ghoul, of course, has the power of sheer insanity on her side. Just like a car with 1,000 horsepower. Then again, Colin Sheehan isn't exactly Mr. Sane either. Although I do admire his fashion sense, but I do not admire the fact he is getting bitten right now by Party Ghoul. He wisely pushes her back into the turnbuckle. Here comes Cazador, hits the splash on Ghoul. And Sheehan, wise to his opponent's potential manoeuvres. Oh, and well, I spoke too soon. I said he was wise. He was pulled, lured into a trap by Fuerte. And here comes Fuerte. Oh, hang on. Save some for the rest of us, Sheehan. Big splash on all three opponents. a body like that. Who needs championships? With the old Hulk Hogan by Colin Sheen, the Purple Parrot is looking to spread his wings. And there's the big leg drop. He is wearing yellow after all. And I think Sheen needs to not count all his chickens, or indeed parrots, before they hatch, because Party Girl was standing up and she caught him before a 1 count could be administered. I think she may be looking for a suplex, which she pulls off. Sheen crumbles to the mat. She's got the bridge. Just kicked out of place by El Cazador. The fight continues. 4-way action, remember, very first in Route 33 history. Oh, and a big power slam. Cazador bowing to the crowd. I think he needs to hurry up. Could have taken a pin victory there. That was very loud. That was very loud. And Cazador being chased earnestly, relentlessly indeed, by Party Girl. Crowd loving this match so far, and I don't blame them. Route 33 brings you fantastic professional wrestling and a party atmosphere. Life doesn't have to be a drudge. Sheen ducks nothing. They both duck nothing. Some heavy right hands being thrown. And Fuerte. Oh my god, a double finger poke of doom. And Fuerte trying to rock himself back up. This is a sound strategy. Worth taking note of if you yourself ever get in a fight. Just lie on the floor. Oh wait, Fuerte. He picks up the win, I don't believe it! Out of nowhere, I was just commending Fuerte's sound strategy. And I was right to call it. Fuerte lay in wait the whole match, but it was a frantic and frenetic 4-way. Heavy, quick display of Fuerte's strength, picking up Colin Sheen with that big spinning slam. And of course things got crazy. This triple headlock that culminated in a triple stunner. Scott Hall, eat your heart out. Colin Sheen. Great dexterity with that jumping running flatline, and Party Girl was not without her tricks. Triple splash pinning combination. Cazador was using the prone of Fuerte as a sounding board, but he wasn't too prone to pick up the win out of nowhere. Record books will show Tortuge Fuerte is your winner. And we've got something going on here, Colin Sheen. And that's what we like to see. The Animal Kingdom flourishing here at Route 33 Wrestling. I'm Mel Joseph, the Liverpool Lib. We will be back soon with more action.